Chapter 31. I don't know where we're going. I don't really care. Probably going to execute me, sign me up for a death match. Whatever. Excuse me, gentlemen. They stop and turn at Doc's voice. I was instructed to have Blaze brought to the medical center. By who? What for? The guard with green skin asks. He nearly killed the leader. We're taking him to a cell until we know what to do with him. Doc's eyes widen briefly, and he sighs and shakes his head. I was afraid of this. He takes a step closer. He just lost his brother and is in a very unstable and dangerous state of mind. I know he's only 1/4 human, but they can be a very emotional species. Because of this, I have orders to wipe his memory. The guards exchange an unconvinced look. Is he bluffing? I remember Farrell talking about the scientists working on this idea, but I didn't think they had finalized anything yet. Doc gestures to my many burns, cuts, and bruises. Besides, look at him. He needs medical attention. The one on my left sighs. Fine. They lead me down the hall, following Doc. When we arrive at the medical center, they let go of my arms and begin to leave. Let us know when you've finished, one of them says. We're going to check on the leader. Nodding, Doc guides me into the room. Once the door closes, he inputs a code to lock it. It's then I see someone, lying on an examination table, in his torn battlesuit, half covered with a sheet, bruised and burned, silent and still, young and innocent, trusting and kind. Wesley. This is why Doc really brought me. He's going to have to cremate my brother. This is my last goodbye. Laying eyes on him up close, it hits me like a semi, and I suddenly can't breathe. Dropping to my hands and knees, I think I start hyperventilating. Everything hurts. I think I might die. I deserve it. I long for it. Riley, listen to me. Doc kneels in front of me and grips my shoulders. It's okay, I promise. Your brother is going to be fine. He's not dead. What? I ask, not understanding, not believing. I gave him an injection before he went into the match. It slows the heartbeat down so much one believes them to be dead. It's a temporary form of paralysis. But minus a few burns, a cracked rib, and a broken finger that I'm tending to, he's fine. Doc stands and injects something into Wesley's bloodstream. I see Wesley, or the person who looks and sounds like Wesley, waking up, sitting on the edge of the table, asking Doc what's going on. Then he's sliding off the table, drawing near. Riley? I cover my mouth with a hand, lean forward, preparing to be sick, delirious with shock and denial. Farrell is trying to trick me or something. No, I put up a hand, shake my head. Riley, it's okay, it's me. Crouching beside me, he takes my hand and presses it to his face, showing me he's real. Flesh and blood. It's me, I'm okay. I look at him now. He's battered, disheveled. But it's him. How can this be? Am I dreaming? Wes? I grip his shoulder, though I'm scared to touch him, like I'm going to break him or something, or the image will fade away. He nods and smiles, trying to explain how it's possible, how he's here. But I don't hear any of it, and couldn't understand it even if I tried. All I can process is somehow he's here. He's right in front of me. He's okay, and that's all that matters. While he's still talking, I hug him, cling to him like this is a good dream for once, and the second I let go, I'm going to wake up. I'm suddenly laughing, shaking, crying, everything as he returns my hug. After a moment, I pull back and hold his face in my hands. You're sure you're okay? I'm fine, I promise. I'm sorry, Wes. I am so sorry. It's okay. You didn't know. No one could have predicted that. I promise I'm fine. He winces and grabs his side. Well, for the most part. Thanks to Doc here. Doc smiles. At that, I rise and hug the stuffing out of him. You saved my brother's life. For the second time. How can I thank you? He pats my back. It's my job, my pleasure. You both deserve so much better than what this place is offering you. When someone knocks at the door, we all tense. Are they going to want to oversee Doc's procedure? Him wiping my memory? Hello? Calls a familiar voice. Anyone in there? It's Clozan, I say. Relaxing, Doc opens up. Come in, boys. Slay and Clozan enter, and then stop short when they lay eyes on my living, breathing, smiling brother. Wesley! Laughing, they throw their arms around him. Then they pepper us with questions. How are you alive? What happened? Riley, why'd you lock the door to Farrell's suite? We would have helped you. I know. But facing him was something I needed to do alone. I ignored the question in Wesley's eyes. I'll explain it all to him later. Now's not the time to tell him I went there to avenge him and almost went through with it. Farrell's still alive, and so is Wesley, thanks to Doc. Well, maybe don't thank me, Doc says. I'm not sure how we're going to make this work. What do you mean? Wesley asks. Doc grabs a thermal regenerator and starts applying it to all of our injuries. A death match must have one winner. You're supposed to be dead, Wesley. I don't see them letting us off easy. We need to get you two out of here. For real this time. Talking about escaping triggers my memory of Zoom, and I reach into my pocket, wondering what he gave me. What is that? Wesley asks, leaning over. I don't know. Zoom gave it to me before he died. Wesley freezes. Zoom's dead? I pat his shoulder. Yeah, I'll tell you everything later, I promise. When he nods, I place my thumb over the reader, and the gibberish of Zoom's language translates to English. Reading the note, my eyes widen. It's a map. It shows us how to reach the translator device. If we destroy it, we'll destroy their way to communicate. Realization and adrenaline flood me, consume my heart. That's it. That's how we escape. That's how we all escape. We confuse their languages. Wesley's eyes light up. Yeah! Why didn't we think of that sooner? All right, let's do this, Colzon grins. You can come with Slay and me, Doctor. Our world is fairly close to yours. We would be glad to take you. Surprised, Doc seems to stand taller. Thank you. I'd be glad to join you. Colzon turns to me. Now, we won't be able to communicate once we destroy the translator. So what can we do to help? What do you need? Start telling as many people as you can, I say. Get them ready to fight and to escape. Tell anyone you can trust. I'm on it. Slay punches his palm. What about me, Price? I scratch my head. Maybe you could pack us food? Anything we may need for the journey. You got it. They both head out, energized and excited. However, Wesley's reading the note Zoom gave me, and he looks worried. Did you read the rest of this? When I shake my head, Wesley reads on. The translator is rigged to where if someone destroys it, it sends off a shock wave and eliminates their ability to understand any language. You would be sacrificing your ability to communicate with anyone. But if you think it is worth it, do it. I wish you all the best. Your brother, Zoom. I start pacing. Talk about throwing a wrench into the equation. Doc, is there anyone who could withstand the effects? I could. Wesley's voice. Bold, strong, confident. Too confident. What are you talking about? I ask. I can wrap myself in a force field, he says. I'll do it. Doc shrugs. In theory, it's possible, but it's never been done before. You would be taking a major risk, Wesley. It's worth the risk. I'm willing to take it. I'm not. I level him with a firm look. No way are you doing that. It's too dangerous. Come on, I'm supposed to be dead anyway. How else can we escape this place? We've got to shut that translator down. Then let me do it, I say. You taught me how to do force fields. No offense, but I'm better at force fields than you are. Wesley's not backing down. Right, I know I can do this. At least let me go with you. I can reinforce the field. You need to get Doc out of here, he says. I know what I have to do. Please, Riley. He must see my resolve waning because he finishes with, You told me you wanted me to see myself the way you do. Isn't that what I'm doing right now? Great, he's using my own words against me. Blowing out a breath, I avoid his earnest and determined gaze. But he's right. He's not a kid anymore. I've seen him change from a scared little boy into a brave young man, one who is capable, willing, and ready. He can do this. And we're running out of time. I turn back to him. All right. You're right. He smiles. Yeah? No matter how much I hate this idea, I have to accept the fact that you've grown up. He smiles bigger. You can do this. I raise a hand to caution him. Just be careful. Nodding, he fist bumps me, a bit of the power mini-exploding off our knuckles. I won't let you down, bro. A sudden scratching sound. Doc cracks the door open, and then smiles at us. I think someone wants to see you, Wesley. Neon. Hey, buddy! He gathers Neon in his arms, pressing a kiss to his head. Did you miss me? Yeah? He laughs as Neon licks his face and playfully bites his hair. I grin. Placing Neon around his shoulders, Wesley asks, So, how do I get to the translator? I hand him the directions Zoom gave me and point at the vent, like the one he and I crawled through months ago when we tried to escape. Wesley makes a face. Of course. You sure you don't want me to go with you? I ask. He takes a steadying breath and nods. I'm sure. I'll have Neon with me. I'll just focus on him and on the mission. He smiles brightly. We're going home. A few minutes later, Doc and I burst out of the medical center. Somebody help! Doc sends everyone a terrified, distraught look as I pull him down the hall. I glare at all the faces, all the guards. There are a couple of fighters watching too, but that's all they do. People are always afraid to be the first one to act. Don't any one of you follow me, I snarl, or I'm doing a little surgery on Doc here. I hold the scalpel close to his throat. I keep moving down the halls, edging toward the hangar bay. One of the guards folds his arms across his chest. Let him go, human. We know you won't hurt him. You want to bet? He opens his mouth again, speaking a language that sounds like Mandarin Chinese mixed with German. I smirk. Wesley's done it. Everyone starts arguing, in different languages, wondering what's going on and why things have changed so suddenly and drastically. Amidst the confusion, I release Doc, and we transition to speed walking down the hall. Everywhere, everyone is speaking gibberish, arguing and screaming at each other. They hardly notice us. Laying my palm over the handprint reader, the hangar bay door opens. Slipping inside, we head for the closest ship. I've barely started it up when a handful of guards of the same species, Arcadians, bust in. Riley, Doc says in an alarmed voice, we've got company. They start surrounding us. I put my hands out on either side of me, trying to protect Doc, waiting for them to make a move. But in the nick of time, a force field protects us. The lasers bounce off. I smile gratefully as Wesley emerges from the ventilation system. The moment our force field dissolves, I join the fight. And when we have a moment of reprieve, I ask my brother, You good? Confused, Wesley stares at me. His head tilts. His eyebrows furrow. Oh no. Wesley? I grip his arm. Then he breaks out into a stupid, boyish, mischievous grin. I'm fine, I'm just messing with you. I punch his arm. Brat. Ow! I spin and kick another guard. Overcoming your fears, huh? My brother smiles bashfully, glancing at the vent. Well, facing them. I laugh. We keep going, shooting, kicking, and punching. But thanks to Wesley, there aren't near as many guards here. And there are several fighters joining in, attacking the guards and running toward their ships. They're fighting back! They're escaping! Some of them have stolen weapons from the guards and are shooting up the place. Others are using their powers, exploding their way out, enemies flying left and right. Kozan and Slay are among the crowd, fireworks and brute strength a deadly combination against our foes. Even Merc's here, taking guards out one by one, punching them into the ground, tossing them like yesterday's newspaper. Since they're occupied, I sprint through the room and start powering up every ship. Like Zoom, being Pharaoh's son, I have access to any ship. Fighters are nodding their thanks and rushing inside. Rejoining Wesley, I notice Sick march into the room, and when he and a group of guards start running in our direction, I catch my brother's eye and offer a hand. You thinking what I'm thinking? He smiles and takes my hand, beginning to power up. They're getting closer. Some are raising their weapons that are surely set to kill, not to stun. Together, my brother and I release the energy. Screaming, they're flung into metal walls, weapons scattered and destroyed. Kozan, Slay, and Doc head toward us. Kozan and Slay set down our supplies, and since we no longer understand them, they wrap us up in a bear hug. That translates better anyway. Doc also hugs us and whispers farewell. Slay slaps a riding device in my hands, and then they leave, protecting Doc as they run to their ship. Slipping the gift into my pocket, I watch them go. I'm gonna really miss those guys. But I suddenly tense. Someone is behind me. I whip around and kick. Crying out, Jays reappears and goes flying from my blow. He tumbles to the ground, glaring at me. But his glare soon turns to a grimace as several guards pin him. He struggles, shouting something at them in his own language. They silence him with a gunshot. They're doing everything they can to keep anyone from escaping. Towards the end of the battle, the final battle in this nightmarish place, Farrell shows up. Furious and half alive, burned and limping. He's got a gun, and he's shooting at everything and everyone in sight, even his own guards. When he zones in on me and fires, Wesley puts up a force field, but I've already caught the bolt with my power. I add to it, building and building the energy until Wesley lowers the force field, and I launch my fire at the leader. He goes down. Groaning, Farrell lies there, waiting for us to kill him, make him suffer, make him pay for what he's done to us. But we won't. We don't have time for this. So much hate and chaos consuming him. It nearly consumed me. As Wesley and I run inside our chosen ship and close the ramp, the last thing we see are some fighters, and even some guards surrounding Farrell, like vultures to a wounded animal. Wesley picks up Neon. Care to do the honors, Rye? With pleasure. Touching the dials, different parts of the ship start powering up. Like Farrell's computer, I feel a connection and an understanding wash over me. Once we get off the ground, I shout, "Hang on!" Wesley straps himself in. I punch it and we blast off. The stars fly past. Different colorful planets and nebulas appear on screen. No more fighting. No expectations. No pressure. Just me and my brother and his pet. Just pure, utter relief. Pure, utter joy. It's so quiet. Until we start cheering and whooping and hollering. Even Neon is dancing, jumping and spinning with excitement. I can't believe it. But we escaped. And we're on our way home.